90.3 FM. We do sincerely apologize. Our engineers are working overtime for us to have a smooth broadcast, a better broadcast. So we do sincerely apologize for that. It is Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and I am Solomon of FM. There is no time for formalities. Let's just quickly go straight to the topic for discussion. The Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Gas Workers, NUPENG, has finally suspended its strike following an agreement with the management of Dangote refinery to recognize workers' rights to unionize. The national president of NUPENG, Williams Akoreha, confirmed this to Newsman. According to him, the Dangote refinery, led by Seyu Dantata, agreed to unionize its drivers. He said the meeting was summoned by the Department of State Services. Now, that is where the topic for discussion starts. What is the Department of State Services, DSS, doing in a mediation meeting between NUPENG and Dangote? The last we checked, the DSS is supposed to be an intelligence agency tasked with national security. And one may be tempted to ask, what is national security get to do with NUPENG, Dangote, oil and gas in Nigeria? So that is what we're talking about today. What is the DSS doing with a negotiation between NUPENG and Dangote? The number to call 0700-903-903-903 or 0803-692-9933. You can also call or text us via WhatsApp 081-717-56338. Let me introduce the topic again in case you're thinking we're talking about Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar today. It's like that's all everyone wants to talk about these days, okay? We have so many other issues to talk about in Nigeria, so that's what we're talking about today. The Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG, has suspended its strike following an agreement with the management of Dangote refinery to recognize workers' rights to unionize. The national president of NUPENG, Williams Akoreha, confirmed this to Newsman. According to him, the Dangote refinery team led by Seyu Dantata agreed to unionize its drivers. He said the meeting was summoned by the DSS, that's the Department of State Services. And that's what we're talking about today. What is the Department of State Services doing with in a mediation meeting between NUPENG and Dangote? The last time we checked, DSS is tasked with the responsibility of national security, and that already is a huge responsibility. National security. And what does national security get to do with NUPENG, Dangote, union matters, oil and gas? I don't understand. So the number to call 0700-903-903-903. Again, 0700-903-903-903. The phone is already buzzing, but you guys have to be patient a little, okay? For those of us that are joining VOP and this show for the first time, so I have to read out the numbers so they'll be part of the conversation. 0700-903-903-903 or 003-692-9933. Or you can call or text us via WhatsApp 081-717-56338. It is Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I am Solomon of FM. Welcome to the show. So, our first caller for today. So our first caller for the day. Okay, I do sincerely apologize for that. We're still having some technical issues, but we will get there. We will solve it. So just bear with us. The program is still on. It matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And we're talking about the mediation between NUPENG and Dangote refinery. Finally, the strike has been suspended. But the big questions on everyone's mind is the meeting was summoned by the Department of State Services, and we're wondering what is going on. What is DSS going to do with oil and gas, with NUPENG and Dangote refinery? Why is the DSS summoned in the meeting? Why are they even in the mediation meeting? That's the huge question. So for now, please SMS via WhatsApp messages 081 717 56338. VOPFA, what is happening to you guys? I'm texting from Magudu Estate. We do sincerely apologize for that. We're having some technical issues, and our engineers are here to work it out. Hello. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to VOP. Joshua Popkins.
And match these people according to what they are doing now. They are not going anywhere.
Okay, I get you. Thank you very much for your contribution. The number to call again is 0700-903-903-903. Again, 0700-903-903-903 or 003-692-9933. You can also call or text us via WhatsApp 081-717-56338. The DSS summoned the meeting between NUPENG and Dangote refinery, and that is where the question is coming from. The DSS in a mediation between Dangote and NUPENG. What is going on? So have you say? A good day, VOP. This is Americana from Ago. I'm asking myself that question too. What is DSS doing in oil business? Thank you very much, Americana. We have a call on WhatsApp. Hello.
Hello.
Can you move away from your radio TV set, please? We're getting a call back.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Tell us your name, where you're calling from, please.
This is Buka from Agege, calling from Agege.
Okay, Buka, go ahead.
For me, what I would say is, before we say anything, we know that which impact is to play on the cities. The DSS intervention, if it will benefit the citizens or not. So before we can say, if it will benefit the citizens, no problem. But that is the fact. I stand to be corrected, but I don't know. So I don't know how it will benefit what it is. That's my case.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, VOP. For me, the oil sector of our politicians are the ones who are behind the progress of this country. When the laws are bending, what do you get? Corruption. Okay, when you send me your messages, tell me your name and where you're texting us from so I can read your name out. And if you want to remain anonymous, just let us know. Anonymous, okay? Good afternoon to you in the studio. My name is Caesar from Alagbado. You have said it all. What is the state security services have to do with the petroleum industry when there is no fraud, corrupt issues? I always say it's that it can only be in this country that we see all these rants. When we have the wrong people in the corridors of power, what do you expect? May God help this country. We already have enough security issues in this country. One would have expected that DSS would be working alongside the police, the army, the navy, the air force to help with the myriad of insecurity problems we have in this country. So what are they doing with NUPENG and Dangote and trying to mediate an oil and gas dispute? So that is the problem. That is the question rather. Department of State Services, DSS. The number to call 0700 903 903 903. Or 003 692 9933. You can also call or text us via WhatsApp 081 717 56338. Hello. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to VOP. Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. If you're finding it very hard to reach us, we still have other numbers 08036929933, or you can call or text us via WhatsApp 081-717-56338. Hello. Can you move away from your radio or TV set? Move away from your radio or TV set. I can hear myself. I'm getting the call back. Hello. Okay, better now. Tell us your name, where you're calling from. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, look like we're having... Hello. Hello. Can you move away from the radio or TV set? We're getting the call back. Move away from your. Good afternoon. Can you move away from your radio TV set? You're blasting my ears. Hello. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I can hear you. Can you hear me? We seem to be having problems connecting with some of you. You can go to our WhatsApp. Let me read out the WhatsApp number again: 081-717-56338. Hello. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Tell us the name, where you're calling from, please. Oh God, sorry, we can't hear you. You can't hear me. Actually, I can hear you clearly, but looks like you can't hear me. We do sincerely apologize for that. I have some messages. Let me read them. Good afternoon, Mr. Solomon. You can see that all facets of national life are manifesting signs of failure. Okay, let me try this now. Hello. Okay, let me continue with our message. Look at our so-called democracy, show of shame at the National Assembly. One needs not travel far to know why the DSS is into Dangote and NUPENG feud. When insecurity festers, it is a sign of the time. Chima from Surulere. Hello. Can you move away from your radio TV set? Move away from your radio and TV set, please. Or switch it off totally. We're getting a call back. Good, I can hear you, but I can still hear myself. What don't we need now? I can hardly get you. I can hear you, but I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh God. This is frustrating. Good afternoon, VOP family. What is really the problem with your station since few days now concerning Dangote and NUPENG? The fact is, we're really tired of Tinubu regime. Everything about the regime is upside down. DSS left their normal duty going about pursuing rats. This is what you get when unserious people are in power. Mayor from Ikorodu. Thank you very much, Mayor from Ikorodu. And we've been having some problems we're having some technical issues, and of course our engineers have been working round the clock to resolve the issue. So please bear with us. They are still working even as I'm broadcasting, and so hopefully between now and tomorrow everything will be resolved and you're going to get us loud and clear and even better. Once again, we do sincerely apologize for everything that's going on. Hello, good afternoon. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me, sir? I'm good. Thank you for joining us. Oh God. I'm very sure it's not from our end, because I've been communicating with some other persons. The DSS involved is not to govern. They can only thrive their insecurity when they are spoiled. Hello. Can you move away from your radio TV set? I can hear you. I can hear you. Unfortunately for you, hearing me through your radio is messing with my ear. We're getting a call back and it's distorting the broadcast. So before calling, please switch off your radio and or TV set or whatever gadget you're using to listening to us, because otherwise we're going to be getting interference, and It's not a good broadcast. Okay. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay. Tell us your name. Tell us your name. Where you're calling from. Thank you very much. You didn't tell us the name where you're calling from, though, but it's fine. Once again, we do sincerely apologize for any difficulties you may be having trying to get us or listening to us. We've been having some technical issues, and of course, our engineers are working round the clock to resolve the problem, after which we'll be back strong and better. So, but while they are doing that, the business must continue, the show must go on. That's why we're here, trying to educate, entertain, and inform you nonetheless. So the number to call is 0700-903-903-903. Again, 0700-903-903-903 or 003-692-9933. You can call or text us via WhatsApp. The number to call is 081-717-56338. So the DSS involvement is how not to govern. They can only thrive their insincerity when they have spoiled. I don't know what that means. As the governorship candidate of the National Party of Nigeria in Oyo State in 1979, Chief Akinjide had caused to join issues with the candidate of the Unity Party of Nigeria, Chief Bola, on the free education program of his political party in a television debate. And in dismissing the program, Chief Akinjide said that a similar policy implemented by the Obafemi Awolowo regime in the Western region in the 1950s had produced armed robbers and later rioters. In a rather caustic tone, Chief Ige had asked Chief Akinjide if the educated members of the family who had benefited from the program were armed. Okay, to be frank, I don't understand this writing. I'm sorry, so I'm going to have to skip it. Good afternoon, Solomon of The DSS presence likely helped create a conducive environment for negotiations, leveraging their expertise in conflict resolution and security management, also to mitigate potential risks of industrial action escalating, which could impact the economy and citizens. Again, to represent the government's interest in resolving the dispute, ensuring a fair outcome aligning with national interest. I think it's good it has been resolved anyway, because the public had started seeing the impact of the strike on the products like gas and PMS could not be easily reached. The scarcity had escalated to some parts of Lagos State this afternoon. Mr. Ogumbi Idimo. Mr. Ogumbi, one may be tempted to ask, if the absence of fuel or fuel scarcity caused a riot in the society and the DSS come out to de-escalate situation, that's a reasonable excuse, but they were in the mediation table. If there was riots, how would there? I think we already have a conflict resolution agency in Nigeria. There should have been in that meeting, not DSS, in my humble opinion, actually. Okay, we have to go for another very quick short break. Okay, not just yet. Let me. Hello. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us to the show. Tell us your name, where you're calling from. Okay, okay, go ahead. God help us indeed. Thank you very much for joining us, for calling. Nigeria is a country anything can happen, though my thoughts may be they are representing the Minister of Petroleum, hence not in the country. Edo from Lagos. Okay. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on the show. Tell us your name, where you're calling from, please. Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Thank you. Well, the problem with that is the federal government have these notorious habits of reneging on agreements. It's not, I think, successive government in Nigeria have been having that problem, at least according to lots of unions. There have been allegations that federal government usually don't keep to their promises. And unfortunately, the only way they can force the government hands is by going on strike. But I agree with you, unfortunately, it's the ordinary citizens that unfortunately have to bear the brunt of these two Goliaths fighting. Good afternoon, Solomon. Your guest is like asking what concerns federal government in putting up panel of the Vice President and National Security Advisor on personal matter between Akpabio and Senator Natasha. This is what this administration has brought to us, disorderliness. May God deliver us from this government. Thanks, Vincent, aka Botwai from Mushi. Thank you very much, Vincent. Hello. Once again, we do sincerely apologize for what's going on. We're having some technical issues and our engineers are working round the clock to resolve the problem. And sooner or later, we're going to have even better broadcast. So once again, we do sincerely apologize for that. Just bear with us. The show must go on, so we will ride it out. Hello. Can you... Yeah, we do. Yeah. That's a very interesting comment. Okay. Well, it's a public space. We're all entitled to our opinions and the freedom of expression and communication. Looks like we're going to have to take that break again because our engineers are here to do some work Of course, it's all to serve you better. Once again, we do sincerely apologize for that. A good day, presenter. It is only in a country with confused leaders that DSS could be invited to instill fear in NUPENG to influence a reversal of their decision. Richard from Iba. And good afternoon, VOP. Please, what's DSS doing with NUPENG and Aligo Dangote's meeting? Remember in the 90s when CID is working, they will go extra lengths to uncover hidden agendas like criminal, armed robbers and other bad things. Can't they go to Sambisa Forest and uncover those criminals that sponsors terrorists? Or it is because of fear that grips this regime? Even if Dangote means well for the poor masses, their DSS presence there will change the narratives. May God help us to overcome the problems of this country called Nigeria. Uche Naduru from Mushin. Unfortunately, this is where we end it. We have to give time and space for our engineers to do some work, and of course it's all to serve you better. And when we come back, the broadcast will even be smoother and better. So we have to go now to allow our engineers to work. So until next time when we come your way again, keep tuned to VOP, Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and listen to the rest of our programs. I am Solomon of M.